Hello, my sweethearts. It's me, your girl, Kim. Don't you think I look gorgeous? Your girl just got a new boob implant. Aren't they magnificent? Look at them jiggle. Plastic surgery is a lifesaver, oh my god. Plastic is one of the greatest things ever invented by mankind. Why is it even called mankind? Should be called womankind. So fucking stupid. Anyways, I have been kind of learning about plastic during the past couple of days because I am so grateful for this commodity in my day-to-day life. Without it, I would probably look like this. Did you know the word plastic derives from the Greek word plastikos, which means capable of being shaped or molded? A lot of words came from the Greeks. Thank you, Greeky munchkins. But also fuck your sandals. That is some terrible fashion sense right there. So, did you know that plastic is made of these weird things called polymers? So, what are polymers? Basically, they are like multiple groups of tiny balls grouped together. These groups of balls are called molecules. Many groups of these balls linked together make a polymer. Amazing, right? My ginormous balloons are possible thanks to multiple tiny balls. Wow. So, I want tiny balls injected in my boobs to make them bigger so I can attract men with big balls. Kinda ironic. So there are different types of plastic, right? How does their variation arise? So we know plastic is a polymer. A polymer has a backbone and side chains. The backbone is the part of the chain that is on a sort of main path that links together all the little groups of balls. The variation between plastics comes from the side chains. These side chains sort of hang from the backbone, which gives rise to various types of plastic. Think about it this way. Men are the backbone of polymers, because men are all the same. Am I right? But the type of man varies depending on how many side chicks he has, which are the side chains. Ugh, men. So for centuries, people slaughtered elephants for their ivory tusks to make billiard balls. Stop killing elephants, oh my god. But as more elephants were slaughtered, less ivory was available. So people needed an alternative way of making billiard balls, and it was remarkably high in demand. Along came an American in 1863 by the name of John Wesley Hyatt. He invented a material named celluloid, which came from cellulose. Cellulose is basically the shit you see, well, you don't see it, but it's there, in wood and straw. It wasn't good enough for billiard balls because it was too lightweight and not strong enough. But this material, due to its physical properties, could be tinted and patterned to mimic expensive objects. It became known as the first plastic. This was great news. But celluloid was highly flammable, which made production risky, so people started searching for alternatives. Celluloid is me for real. I am so remarkably hot and risky, don't you think? In 1907, a chemist by the name of Leo Baekeland combined phenol, a waste product of coal tar, and formaldehyde to make a hardy new plastic called Bakelite. Bakelite was a lot less flammable than celluloid, and the materials used to produce this were a lot more readily available. Bakelite is like Kylie. She is a lot less hot than me, but spreads her legs more. Want to hear about the plastic timeline? In the 1920s, researchers first commercially developed polystyrene. Polystyrene is used in your disposable eating utensils, foamed cups, plates, or bowls. After polystyrene came polyvinyl chloride, used in plumbing, electrical cable insulation, flooring, signage, phonograph records, inflatable products, and rubber substitutes. Then came acrylic, which created transparent shatterproof panels that mimicked glass. In 1930 came nylon, which had comparable properties to silk, but with many times the strength. In 1933, polyethylene became one of the most versatile plastics still used today to make grocery bags, military vests, and shampoo bottles. Due to these explosions of raw materials, new manufacturing techniques were invented. One such technique was called injection molding. Basically, what happened was, these plastics were melted into a liquid state by heating these plastics above their melting points. Afterwards, they were inserted into molds of any shape, where they were molded into a desired shape and eventually hardened to create an object of the specific mold. Pretty cool, right? This created possibilities to create objects in diverse sizes and shapes, and a way to inexpensively produce plastics at scale. Also created the possibility for military use as well. I swear, whenever something good happens, someone has to ruin it. I am talking about you, Pete Davidson. Plastic was a widely used commodity during World War II. During the war, plastic production in the United States quadrupled. Soldiers wore new plastic helmet liners and vinyl water-resistant raincoats. Plexiglass was used in the cockpits of pilots. Plastic wrap was used to cover guns during shipping. Acrylic sheets were molded into noses for bombers and canopies for fighter planes. Parachutes were made of resilient nylon. After the war, plastic manufacturing companies turned their attention to consumer products instead. Plastics began to replace various other materials like wood and glass. The plastic industry be booming. Within a few decades, the manufacturing of plastic-related items became so large-scale that it became known as the plastic century. Plastics are non-biodegradable, which is unbelievably bad for the environment. Okay, we know this already because this is the problem we are already facing. This is the plastic century. That's the sad part, so I, Kim Kardashian, the plastic human, encourage you to reduce the amount of plastic you use. You know what? No more boob or butt implants from me. I have changed, molded into a different person. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. I meant like molded my heart. My heart has now undergone plastic surgery. Let's try, all of us, to be mindful of our environment. Let us respect the very planet we inhabit. Let us look at the man in the mirror and make that change. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. If you want to learn something random every week in a fun, interactive way, hit that subscribe button. Babes, this is your girl Kim, fucking off.